Hi, and welcome to a new podcast. Today, I'd like to talk about why yoga therapy. But before I tell more about that, I would like to thank you for listening. And if you enjoy what I share, then feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to give it a like, and to share my work so that more people know what I do. And I would really appreciate your support. So, today I'd like to talk about why yoga therapy, because there's a lot of stuff out there that we can do, and yoga therapy is one of them. And so today is about like why yoga therapy and why not medication, and why is yoga therapy a sustainable way to get rid of pain or to at least alleviate it, and not just pain but also discomfort, it can also be anxiety, and how it empowers you in your personal development. So, I don't know about you, but have you ever been to the doctor with a pain problem and they just told you, like, here, take these pills. There's not really anything that we can do for you. And how did that conversation feel? Did you feel listened to? Did you feel heard? Did you feel that there was an intention to support you towards feeling better, to kind of empower you? Or did you kind of leave feeling defeated, or feeling also like having that sense that something else is possible, but you're not sure what, and you don't really know where to start? And first of all, I'd like to say that there's definitely moments where medication is a brilliant idea, and that I also do believe that doctors do the best they can with the time they are given. I myself am on medication to protect my kidneys. I'm a kidney patient. And there's more. It's not just medication, but there's also diet and lifestyle. And they're a very important part of working, in my case, with my kidney condition. And that has kept me off of heavy medication. So there can always be this question of, why would I want to change something about my pain or anxiety with, for instance, yoga therapy or with Ayurveda? Without actually having to do it myself, I can already experience less pain. That can be a very valid idea. You can go to the masseur, to the physiotherapist, the chiropractor, the psychologist, you can take medication, and that can help. And then when the pain or anxiety or whatever you're dealing with is coming back, then you just go again and get it fixed again. And these are mainly for things that are not necessarily permanent. Even though my kidney condition is permanent, but I still get alleviation from doing the other things. But if your idea is, I'll just go to someone who helps me and I'll get it fixed, and then if it comes back, I'll just go again, then that's a great idea. You know, if it works for you, then it's absolutely perfect. And if it works, it works. That's also always a given. And again, yoga therapy is not for everyone either. I don't recommend starting yoga therapy if you don't have the time or the inclination to create space with regularity to explore your movement and your body and what it does for you. And so it's also not for you if you want to have a quick fix and you would rather not look at the underlying problem, at the root cause, and work on that. If you do want a sustainable result and are curious about your movement patterns, your habitual patterns, your habits, and how to improve them, it doesn't mean that you have to spend hours a day working on yourself. For yoga therapy, it's in the regularity of moments with full attention that can bring a lot of change. And that's not just for yoga therapy, it's also in Ayurveda's case. So the comparison I always make when someone asks me, how often should I do this? Which is a question I get a lot. Because that's what normal, like the physiotherapy says, do this exercise X times a day, or the sports counselor or whatever, and that will help. And my answer usually is that first of all, you do what you can and what makes you feel good. So it's about you empowering yourself. You're doing this for you and not for me. And when you've broken your writing arm, for example, and you have to learn to write with your wrong hand, not that we write so much now, but for the idea, then if you practice for 20 minutes a day, you will make faster progress than if you do something for 5 minutes twice a week. But then when you go on for 3 hours straight every day, your arm might hurt after a week. So it's all about balance and at the same time, the occasional relapse that always happens that you can learn from. So it's about regularity and feeling motivated to do the things. So what makes yoga therapy different? What's the difference from regular therapy? So yoga therapy is a holistic way of doing self-examination of your movement patterns, your habits, under guidance, and in this case, my guidance. So you're learning to reconnect with your body and the signals that it gives you so that you yourself can gain understanding and control of your pain or discomfort or anxiety or whatever it is you're dealing with. So it's not just physical, but there's also a mental and emotional component because everything is always connected. So then when something new occurs, you have the knowledge and the experience to find balance again, and that can possibly be without help because you now already know the tools, you know your body, and you can feel into what it is that you need and what your body's telling you. So once you learn more about yourself, you can no longer not know, which is the familiar door you step through and you can't go back through. And I've heard ignorance is bliss go through my head so many times. It's like this way of nicely sticking my head in the sand, pretending it's not there and it will go away by itself, or with excuses of that's just part of aging and it's part of the process. But now I know better, and it is very empowering to know what's going on, because then at least I can take action and I know how to deal with whatever's coming up. So you no longer have to be a victim of your own situation, and that's how I feel with my kidney condition. I don't feel like I'm a victim of my kidney condition. I don't feel that there's this sense of, you never know when it's going to go bad. Because from an Ayurvedic perspective, from a yoga therapy perspective, every action has a reaction. And so there is no guesswork in that. It's all actually quite scientific. So yoga therapy and Ayurveda can be a big part of your path of personal development. And in the long run, it's a path of growth and becoming freer in your body. In the short term, it can be fun and interesting and quickly give relief from pain or chronic pain and from discomfort. But on the short term, it can also be confronting. And confrontation is not always fun. So it's nice if you have or can create the space to be with it or have support from family, friends, or a therapist. And the beauty is, though, that you work towards a sustainable solution. And from here, it gets easier to deal with what life throws at you. And you don't have to do it alone. So that's kind of why I think yoga therapy is a very good and useful, I would say, alternative kind of solution or way to work with the body. Same for Ayurveda. It's all not that well known. It's not necessarily recommended by healthcare professionals, but it is a very holistic way where you look at the whole body. It's very, in my experience and in how I work with the body, it's a very evidence-based, scientific way of looking and working with the body and discovering how it works for you and what works for you and what doesn't, and to help you out of to help you alleviate the things that you're working with that have happened in your life and that you wanna see differently. So if you liked what I shared here, as I said, give it a like, share the information with whomever you think might benefit from it. I would really appreciate that. You can also follow my YouTube channel and listen to all the other things that I share. And if you would like more information about what the possibilities are and how you can be helped with your situation through individual sessions, then you can always reach out and send me an email, and we can discuss your needs and wishes to help you towards feeling freer inside your body. So with this, I wish you a lovely day.